You think it's nothing. A quick look, a random thought, just a feeling. But that's how it starts. Lust isn't harmless. It sneaks in, messes with your mind, and takes over before you even notice. It drains your energy, destroys your focus, and makes you a slave to your own desires. Look around. How many strong men have lost everything because they couldn't control their own desires? Lust doesn't just make you weak, it makes you blind. Blind to the right woman. Blind to your real purpose. Blind to everything that actually matters. Lust makes you see a woman as a body, not a soul. A moment, not a lifetime. It makes you chase beauty but ignore loyalty. It makes you chase pleasure but never find peace. Even if you have a great woman, your lust won't leave you alone. It'll whisper in your mind, make you restless, make you think you're missing something, even when you have everything. The cost of losing to lust. Maybe it starts with a glance. Maybe a few too many scrolls on your phone. Maybe you let a thought linger too long. Before you know it, you're destroying what actually matters. Your home, your marriage, your future. A man ruled by lust will fail his family. A father who can't control his eyes raises sons who can't control their actions. A husband distracted by other women teaches his daughter that men can't be trusted. A man who's led by his flesh will never lead his home in faith. You think your desires only affect you? Look again. Lust doesn't just break you. It breaks everyone who loves you. It weakens the woman who trusted you. It damages the children who depend on you. And in the end, you're left with nothing but shame, regret, and emptiness. How to take control of your lust. Lust is a fire. You've been pouring gasoline on it for too long. It's time to cut off its air supply. Let it suffocate. Let it die. Step 1. Cut off the source. Lust enters through your eyes. If you don't see it, you won't crave it. Social media, it's hunting you. Algorithms feed your addiction, and you let them. Block it. Stop scrolling. Stop making excuses. You say it's just harmless content? It's a trap. Stop feeding the fire. Starve it, and it'll die. Step 2. Feed your mind. Right, your mind is shaped by what you consume. Garbage in, garbage out. If you're surrounded by filth, you will think in filth. Instead of scrolling through temptation, fill your life with content that builds you up. Knowledge, wisdom, discipline. Watch what strengthens you, not what destroys you. Because if you don't fill your mind with something better, the world will fill it with sin. Step 3. Start living for real. Lust thrives in an empty life. You sit around scrolling, watching, wasting time. No wonder you feel weak. No wonder lust controls you. You have nothing else filling your life. So get moving. Go to the gym. Build skills. Start a hobby. Chase your purpose. Surround yourself with people who make you better. A man with a mission doesn't have time to lust. When you start actually living, you won't crave cheap pleasure. Your mindset will change. You won't just stop watching filth. You'll start hating it, because you'll finally see what it's been stealing from you. Step 4. Control your energy. You can't just ignore lust. Ignoring it means it sits in your mind, waiting for a moment of weakness. When you feel that energy rise, use it for something better. That energy isn't meant to be wasted. If you randomly feel lust, don't just sit there and try to fight it. Get up, move, do push-ups, go for a run. Channel that energy into something productive. If you don't use it, it'll control you. Lust is powerful. It can take over your mind, steal your focus, and trap you in a cycle of regret. But here's the truth. Lust only controls weak men. It makes them slaves to their desires, chasing empty pleasure and wasting their potential. Weak men let lust rule them. They get lost in distractions, chasing quick highs, scrolling endlessly, giving in every time temptation calls. They waste hours, days, even years, stuck in the same loop, desiring, indulging, feeling guilty, and repeating the cycle. They lose focus, energy, and even self-respect. Strong men, they don't run from lust. They don't pretend it doesn't exist. They recognize its power but refuse to be its slave. They don't waste time on things that drain them. Instead, they take that energy and turn it into something greater. They channel it into discipline, into their goals, into real power. What happens when you let lust control you? Lust isn't just about looking at the wrong things. It's about what it steals from you. It weakens your willpower. Every time you give in, you teach your brain that you have no control. It destroys your focus. You think it's just a moment of pleasure, but that moment lingers. It clouds your mind, making it harder to concentrate on your goals. It drains your energy. Lust doesn't give you anything. It takes. You feel tired, unmotivated, stuck. It warps your view of women. Instead of seeing them as real people, you start seeing them as objects. That mindset ruins relationships and kills true connection. It kills your ambition. A man caught up in lust isn't chasing greatness. He's chasing distractions. Starve it or it'll consume you. If you're tired of being weak, tired of wasting time, tired of losing to lust, then do something about it. Cut it off. Starve it. Stop making excuses. Because the best way to kill lust is simple. No reaction, no attention, no energy. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. And when you break the cycle, a whole new world opens up. You won't just stop losing, you'll start winning. In life, in discipline, in purpose. This is what using lust really means. Not feeding it, not fighting it, but redirecting it, turning a weakness into a weapon. Use it, or it will use you. How strong men take back control. Strong men don't run from the battle. They win it. They own their desires. They don't lie to themselves. They don't pretend they're above temptation. Instead, they recognize their urges and decide where that energy will go. They channel their energy. Lust brings a surge of energy. Instead of wasting it, strong men use it. They lift weights, build businesses, push themselves harder. They take what was meant to weaken them and turn it into fuel. They stay focused. A man with a mission doesn't have time for distractions. When you're building something great, when you're focused on your goals, lust has no room to control you. Your mind is too sharp, your purpose too strong. They build real strength, not just physical strength, but mental and emotional toughness. They train their minds to resist, to push through, to stay in control. They know true power comes from self-mastery. They guard their eyes and mind. A strong man doesn't let lust in. He controls what he watches, what he listens to, and what he thinks about. In Islam, lowering the gaze isn't just advice, it's a command from God. Tell the believing men to lower their gaze and guard their chastity. That is purer for them. Indeed, Allah is all aware of what they do. Why does God tell men to lower their gaze? Because the eyes are where it all starts. One look turns into another. That second look turns into thoughts. Those thoughts turn into desires. And before you know it, your heart is restless, distracted, and pulled toward sin. The power of lowering your gaze. A man who controls his eyes controls his mind, and a man who controls his mind controls his actions. Lowering your gaze isn't about weakness, it's about strength. It's about discipline. It's about proving that you're in control, not your desires. Think about it. Every time you look at something inappropriate, what happens? You feel a rush, a moment of excitement, but then what? Guilt, regret, a loss of focus. You waste time thinking about things that don't benefit you, but when you lower your gaze, something different happens. You protect your heart, you guard your soul, you stay focused on your purpose. Practical steps to guard your eyes and mind. Look away, immediately. The first glance might be accidental, but the second glance is your choice. Don't entertain it. Don't let it linger. Train yourself to look away the moment you see something inappropriate. Filter what you watch. Social media, movies, and TV are filled with images designed to trap your mind. Don't let them. Unfollow pages that show inappropriate content. Use filters. Be intentional about what you consume. Avoid triggers. Know your weak spots. If you know a certain place, person, or activity triggers your desires, avoid it. Don't put yourself in situations where you'll be tempted. Stay busy with purposeful work. A distracted mind is a dangerous mind. If you have too much free time, you'll fall into temptation. Stay busy. Work on your goals. Build your body. Strengthen your skills. The more you focus on self-improvement, the less you'll struggle with lust. Lust is a battle, but it's a battle you can win. The choice is yours. You have two options. Number one, stay weak, keep giving in, keep losing focus, keep letting lust steal from you. Or you can become strong, take control, use that energy, and become the man you were meant to be. Lust will always be there. The question is, will it own you, or will you own it? If you like this video, hit the like button. It helps others find this content, and that helps me too. If you're new here, consider subscribing. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.